Alright guys, welcome back. To explain the HomeStory Cup 10 qualifiers real quick once more, because it looks like some people are confused and some people are just joining us on the cast. The too long didn't read is each of these regions has a qualifier like what we're casting right now. The finals of this will determine the one Korean player to go play in what is essentially a second mini tournament. There'll be one player from Korea, one player from North America, and two from Europe. And the winner of that mini tournament is the one that gets the fully paid trip to HomeStory Cup 10. Now, I don't know if they're doing it the same way, but if it's like last time, the top 4 people who qualify still get an invite to HomeStory Cup. They just have to pay their way if they don't actually win.
Yes.
All right. So, getting into the second game here in the finals, what was a sick game number 1? I'm sad because I know game 2 won't live up to it. Spotting the top left corner of the map. He leads 1-0. I give you the pink Protoss patience.
And in the bottom right of KenZy got our purple ZerG player playing for MVP. I give you Losira.
Of course, I'm Rifkin. I've been casting all morning since 1 a.m. Oh god, have I really been casting for just 7 hours? What the f... I'm casting with NMrUUG though, here in the finals. Of course, I woke up this early to do IEM. Hopped over to HomeStory Cup. I actually wasn't expecting to do HomeStory Cup. I was like closing up my stream. I said goodbyes. We had turned the stream off essentially, and then I was like, got the message. Oh yeah, you can cast today if you want. So I was like, Marine King versus True. I can't miss out on this. And we've been biting the bullet ever since.
Yeah. Well, we have had some fantastic games, and well, Patience going for the 13 Forge, 13 Scout. And Losira goes for the drone scout, so he's gonna see the forge and you know, responds with a spawning pool. So maybe not ideal for him. Normally when you drone scout, oh, he gets the hatch block. Oh, that's a big mistake by Patience, have to say.
Okay, this is
stop that from happening.
Kind of that odd hatch block again. So for those who missed game number 1, this is exactly how it opened in Overgrowth. The difference is this time the cannon's coming down in a much better location. It's coming down much faster. But this is also that sort of spot that's kind of in between the wall and I guess the proper block. I'm not really sure on the thought process of this, but anyways, the point is with one cannon, you actually don't have the DPS to kill this in time, but with the probes and the cannon, you'll kill this hatchery pretty easily. So we might actually see some build cancels out of this, depending on how this goes.
Yeah, and well, on the other side of the map, I don't know if Losira is really getting you know, the better end of this, even though he got the hatch block off, which I feel like was a mistake by Patience. Could have stopped that from happening, but Patience is you know, delaying the expansion of Losira, so Losira isn't getting away with, you know, like an expansion lead in that sense. Since yeah, the hatch is gonna have to be cancelled, and yeah, he's not.
You could actually do it again. So. If he keeps the drone alive, he could do it again on the left side away from the cannon. Oh yes, nailed it! Oh, damn sure.
Oh my god.
Losira.
Why did he pull the probe? Just keep the probe.
Because I don't think he thought he was gonna do it again. Because it would have been normally in range of the cannon. Like it is so unconventional to do it again like this.
What a disaster. Well, he's gonna force the cancel relatively quickly, but that's annoying. It's gonna delay it even more, and the drone's gonna make an extractor maybe.
But let's talk about this. The resources lost through this. Every minute that Patience has been down here, he's been missing out on 300 minerals, less than that of Losira. So consider the fact that that was pulled for like a good 2 minutes. That's kind of like between 300 and 600 minerals not gained for Patience, whereas Losira only loses 218. Like, it's really not that bad of a deal as far as like pure resource cost goes. But I think, and this might be a silly factor, Losira just definitely gets the tilt factor on this one, because Patience is like, seriously, dude, twice in a row, please.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, yeah, Losira should have the better end of this, because the Nexus did get delayed. I mean, it's pretty even though, I'd say. Probably. In terms of their position in the game. But, yeah.
Yeah, it didn't get him ahead. It didn't sail him into like this crazy victory slap, but it's not a situation where he loses out. I mean, that's kind of the big thing to consider too, because you see a hatchery get cancelled and you think, oh, big loss, but not really in this instance.
Yeah. Maybe Losira got a slight edge, because Patience is forced into more distant mining than Losira was, so Losira gonna have a slight lead maybe, but okay. Patience going for the Stalker.
He's already got the Zealot on the other side of the field.
Sorry?
He's already got the Zealot on the other side of the field. I mean, he's going for that poke, so the follow-up to this is actually not that surprising.
Zergling's intercepting the Zealot. Would be nice.
Tries to find a little alcove. Actually finds a pretty good one. But the Patience, or sorry, Losira's Patience allows him to micro correctly. Wait, hang on, I got a gift for that. Anybody? Anyways, back at home though, I mean the mothership core's en route. We got that +1 weapons coming out again, but this time Patient goes for a very early third. A very early third.
Yeah, that is very early, and I mean it's gonna get away with it for sure. I mean, if we look at Losira's side of the map, he's got no link speed on the way. He's got Lair before link speed, so yeah, it's no problem for Patience to take that base. And yeah, it's very early because he's off of 1 gateway, so yeah, extremely quick.
I gotta give a big shout out to a new sub with an amazing name, Capastrata. Sorry, ugh, I messed that up pretty bad. It's Catastrophe, but with Kappa, so Catastrophe. Wow, that is incredibly difficult to say. I was expecting to have no problem with that one, but thank you for your support. The channel appreciates you. But, you know, he gets chased out of here, so he doesn't have the best scouting information. He does have the Overlord up here in the top right, but it's, I don't know. I don't know if you really want to send that in. You already know the third's down, so there's not going to be that robo-timing to scout.
Well, oh, wait. Maybe I'm up on a lane here, but I don't see a Twilight yet. And +1's... Is he doing it all in? I don't know. We'll see. Still
if
probing.
he does, we're going to see like 7 gateways come down all at once because it's really delayed. Like, where's the gates count, right?
Yeah.
There we go. There it is, NMrUUG.
Yeah, called it. Oh god, I'm so smart sometimes.
You're like, I know, I can tell what kills me the most. I can see it from a mile away.
Yeah, it just felt like the Twilight should have been on the way already if he was going to go for +2 blink. So yeah, it's going to be an all-in. And he did make some extra probes to the third. And he's still probing,
but here's this gets really important. Losira hasn't seen this. It's put in a really nice position in the back of the base. That Overseer needs to go in here, and there's a lot trying to make sure this doesn't happen. I mean, he's already going for Hydralisk. He's still making drones, but that's the problem, right? Like, you have to cut drone production right now if you want to make sure to have a sufficient army to deal with this.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, I mean, 10 Hydras on the way already? I don't know. Is Patience army just going to get crushed? That's the impression I have with so many Hydras so quickly. I feel like it's...
I want to see a Will if he gets caught off guard by this. Like, if he storms in saying, alright, you're just going to have Lings, alright? But, I mean, sentries can cut out... There's a lot of areas like this ramp that you can cut off this really nicely. This little choke between the ramp and the crevasse. I mean, you can really use force fields well against Hydras here without having to burn 12 at a time.
Yeah. We'll see how it pans out. But we've got 8 probes at the third of Patience. It's not a complete fake out. It's mining a little bit, but yeah, not too much overall. Well, it's a lot of they got Hydra range as well. A lot of Lings reinforcing now. Even brave enough to go for the Hydra speed before stabilizing. Well, 1-1 is going to be finished for Patience. He did get that +1 armor, so it's going to be 1-1 versus 0-0. But
almost gets just a couple sockets there with the Lings. Not too bad. He's going to be looking for those pylons, of course. Big Zella warp in here. But those pylons, or those force wells need to come down. He's trying to drag them off of creep, but the Zealots are so far away. They need to be over here tanking, not sitting AFK at the top of that ramp.
Good spread on the Hydras, good concave there. Forced out a lot of force fields, so there's not that many remaining. And the sentries are dying. Not that many left. We've got 2 force fields left, but...
I mean, Zealots are meant to soak the hits from the Lings, but they're not going to be able to tank the Hydras in that same way. Patience might want to just recall out of here, but the Mothership Port gets focused.
Oh, nice.
Goes to the Time Warp instead. This is going to catch a couple of the Hydras, but I don't think this has got the momentum. He's got 1-1, which is fantastic, but these Hydras have held really well.
Yeah, and he did invest in that +1, or the speed for the Hydras, remember. So he's going to be able to, counterattack now with the, Hydras that aren't super slow. Basically, starts the infestation pit behind him, some +1 attack, but he should be able to just mass Hydra Ling and just go for it now. Patience has nothing behind, there's no tech. Twilight starts now, but...
I mean, he is on 3 bases, so there's like maybe this brute force way of holding. I don't know, you're right, I don't think this is going to go too well. But Losira right now, like, he's got a sizable army, but he's not pushing with it, and rightfully so, because he doesn't really know what's waiting for him.
Yeah, he wanted to play it safe. He threw down, as soon as he held, threw down Infestation Pit and a Roach Roar, so it's looked like he's going towards the Roach Rider Viper again. I don't know, this is, I wasn't sure what to expect out of Losira in terms of CDP. Haven't seen him play CDP for a while, but 2 games in a row going Roach Rider Viper. Feels like in this game it might not matter, because he might just be able to push on through here.
Yeah, Hydras are pretty good. I mean, I'm kind of glad because I want Losira to bring this to the ace match, give us that game number 3, but at the same time, like, he's got to be careful. Because he's kind of equally, I'd say, borderline all in on this too. He doesn't have a whole lot of tech coming up behind. He's moving towards Hive Tech for Vipers, but, I mean, +1 weapons is about the one thing he's got going.
Yeah, he can't trade horribly, but I like this position he's got here. It's very nice. It's hard for Patience to push into that without losing all of his sentries and stalkers, so... Feels like Losira's got a good grip with this game. It's gonna keep on going. Yeah, there's no potion overcharge for a good 20 seconds here, so. Keep on trading, killing probes, killing sentries.
This has just been a really awkward, tentative, I'm buying time with my force fields, but like, what are you buying time for, right?
Yeah. Dark Shrine. Oh, look where it is as well. On the far right side of the map. Completely hidden.
It might be something that could work. I mean, there's not a lot of overseer coverage right now, and even if there is, you could possibly just snipe it off with the. Yeah, look at this. He's gonna pick it off.
Oh my god, what a call though. Losira is making 7 Vipers. What?
Because he wants enough blinding clouds to blot out the sun. Our Vipers will blot out the sun.
So yeah, indeed, so many Vipers.
This is Sejong. Alright, so this actually doesn't really work because he doesn't kill the Nexus, and what Losira did here was trade army value for army value. Didn't really get a lot of economic damage done here. This actually gave Patience the time to get some tech going at least. I mean, whether you consider the Dark Shrine tech or Blink tech,
yeah.
Either way, like, he's no longer in that really desperate I'm screwed scenario. So, I mean, jokes about the force fields buying him time, but it actually worked out pretty well.
I feel like he really needs Templar Archives though. Like, he needs, in my opinion, he would need to have Storm on the way by now, stuff like that, because he doesn't have a robo even started. So I'm not sure if Dark Templars alone would be able to win the game, but you never know. It's happened to me many times where I feel like the game is completely over, and then there's a Dark Templar in each of my mineral lines, and that can be devastating. A lot of DTs coming in now, and like you said, there's no Viper. Oh, that's Viper. What am I talking about? Overseer. Losira's making one now, and I guess he just thought about it.
This is a good way to get back in the game. Like, if he holds, Losira's seriously going to lose all of his drone lines.
Yeah, he just needs to warp in DTs defensively now, and he does warp in Zealots, so strangely enough.
But hang on, here come the blinding clouds. Look at this, NMrUUG. This is gonna be so gross. Nexus gets covered. Every stalker gets covered. He's abducting the sentries.
Oh Christ! He got every sentry as well. More blinding clouds.
Oh, that's such a big if. Like we said, if he holds, he holds. But back on the other side of the map, the Dark Templars started to go to work, chasing the queens. Yeah. They'll go to the drones next. I mean, Losira has to cause way more damage with this attack, and he's backing away again, leaving the Nexus alive! Oh!
Yeah, look, this is a defensive Dark Templars. Like, I think that's the reason he pulled back.
Yeah.
He's, okay, waited for the Overseer. He's going back in now.
Did he just blink and abduct? That looks really weird. The tongue went out and grabbed nothing.
I missed that. Well, okay, let's look at the drone count. 51, still acceptable.
Not, yeah, he pulled a lot.
Damage, though. He has a lot of armor supply, but his drone count is suffering. 70 probes versus 50 drones. He just needs to clean up the Dark Templars and just go for it, which is what he's doing, so.
Now he's got an overseer on the other side of the map, too. Those defensive Dark Templars are the auto win. It's still, like, the army supply is insane, right? Like, that's what this comes down to a lot. The weapon upgrades are kind of okay here for Patience, but, I mean, that's not going to save him against what is, like, double, triple almost the army supply.
Yeah. How to keep the Overseer alive, though? If the Overseer gets sniped, he's working with Dark Templars. He did try and snipe it before, but the Overseer is still alive.
These Vipers are kind of, I feel like, such a troll move. So
yeah, it really felt like it to me as well. So many Vipers just kind of chilling over here. And
oh, where's that Overseer? He's got to bring it forward. Dark Templar coming back into the fight.
Yeah. He's
got to be
careful
careful
it really
with this.
nicely, not pulling it too far forward, just waiting for the Dark Templars to be warped in, and that's going to be it. Alright.
Losira, he'll take us game 3.